So I have to say like my name is, my age is.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are you recording?
No.
Okay,
No.
cool, yeah, sure, okay.
Can't you have that sit on something?
Really nerve-wracking.
A really big nose from the side.
Okay, but I have to look at you now.
That was like, what? I feel completely ambushed.
But yeah, I was trying to jam it. It's like, yeah, finger split. Camera still rolling, like this.
Anissa Ibrahim J, 19, Indian, East African and British.
Inta Nadia Hamza. My age is 22, I'm turning 23 this year. My ethnicity is Malaysian.
My name is Lamish Shafi, and I'm half Egyptian and half Dutch.
Khatun Jafari, 27, Iranian.
My name is Shliza Khan. I'm 21 years old and I'm a British Pakistani.
Somayeh Jafari, I'm 21 and I'm from Iran.
Alia Khan, I'm 22 and I'm Indian.
Mohsen Parali. My age is 20 and I am from Iran.
Mustafa Ibrahim. Just turned 20, and I'm British, but originally from Somalia.
Percent practice in Islam?
85% religious? 85%. Yeah, 85%.
I am a practicing Muslim.
I do practice, but to a certain extent.
Maybe 2 years ago, fully practicing.
I wouldn't say I was a practicing Muslim because there's a lot of things that I do that's not accepted in my religion.
I perform Friday prayers. I read the Quran regularly, but at the same time I don't pray 5 times a day, which I'm supposed to do, but I do fast in the month of Ramadan.
To go to a Western school, mixed schools, and wear a headscarf, it was just too difficult. But as the headscarf kind of went, a lot of things kind of progressively got looser. Like, I'm trying to say that, as in my beliefs got looser. I think it has made me a bit more free in such that maybe I would feel like more guilty if I was wearing it and then like doing the stuff I do.
To me, it's more to its how you have to be ready to do it rather than being forced into doing it.
It is a sort of thing where I think the hijab kind of protects you in a sense. Like with the hijab, you can't obviously go clubbing or you can't go drinking, you can't be in a certain environment that you're not expected to be. As soon as the hijab goes, you're like more free.
A woman or a girl in a hijab, you do see that she is a Muslim and you recognise her straight away. I think that if you wear a hijab, you can't necessarily be wearing skinny jeans or, you know, tightly fitted clothes, and you can't be wearing a lot of makeup because the whole purpose of wearing the hijab is not to draw attention to yourself.
I'm wearing a lot of makeup here, so I'm attracting a lot of attention to my face.
I drink, I smoke.
I drink.
Probably drinking is the most frequent.
My first year in uni, I didn't drink. And basically, I just kind of got influenced by people. Like, it wasn't more like influence, it was more like, you know, drink.
It's wrong. It is a personal thing, I think, but I think it's know the limits of how far you go without losing your sense of belief and losing a sense of respect for yourself.
Times when you're feeling really, not necessarily pressured, but you do have a lot of things on your mind, etc. You need to find ways out, and one of the best ways is sort of to get drunk.
Living between those who would have a university kind of life. But I was friends with all sorts of, you know, students, all sorts of kids that would do anything, you know, like that's against my beliefs, but that doesn't mean that I have to become part of them.
Although I shouldn't really like have sex before marriage, and like the typical guy should be like Indian, like Muslim.
You can have relationships, as in girlfriends and stuff like that, but I don't believe in sex before marriage. I think that's something I think my religion teaches that that's a blessing for the people who are married.
I've been brought up as different, that like I can literally go out with anyone, like no matter like what race, religion, ethnicity, and sex before marriage, well, that's gone out the window already, so yeah.
Sex. It's only natural. I mean, why deny something that comes so naturally?
I feel a lot of guilt. I feel a lot of people that are in my position, like, that I know, don't actually feel any guilt because I think they're okay with being a Muslim and doing things like this. But for me, I don't feel it's okay at all.
I don't feel any sense of guilt. I'm completely unapologetic for what I do.
For a long, long time, I was in denial about what I do.
I don't do them out of rebellion. I do them out of this is what I think, this is what I want to do.
To clash, cultural clash, it was quite hard because you sort of come to feel guilty.
Sometimes I do feel guilty when I go out and stuff, but at the same time, I sort of know that I'm not as bad as some others. You know, the only reason why I go out is just to dance and have fun and socialise, really.
Like, I don't feel like it's wrong, if that makes sense, but I know it is, I don't know, like, self-consciously I know it is, but I'm like one of those people, I think, that I'm trying not to think about it.
I say, like, my prayers, like, before I go to sleep, and I do, like, ask forgiveness for everything I've done wrong.
Rebellion.
Dress up, look good.
Praying 5 times a day.
Drinking and smoking.
I feel completely confused about my identity. It's an ongoing struggle and it will never end.
A double life, because when I go home on the weekends, it's, you know, there's no drinking in my house, there's nothing, you know, and then everything changes on Monday when I come back to uni.
I do think I live a bit of a double life.
In a sense, I still kind of do lead a double life because every time I see my parents, they don't know exactly everything that I do, but
no more than a lot of people who are not Muslim, who are, you know, say brought up in a very Catholic environment and who don't act the way they do in front of their parents.
Especially in Iran, like, if I ever go back, I'd be a completely different person. I am, like, I can't be this person. So in a sense, yeah, I do.
To some extent, yes. I mean, you have to if you want to. I wouldn't call it lying, but I would say that it's just sort of censoring yourself.
Kind of like, I don't belong in Iran, and I don't belong here, so it's a bit difficult in that situation, because you belong where you're accepted. And in some cases you are accepted, in some cases you're not.
I had this sort of feeling that, you know, I'm a foreigner, obviously. I still am. It's never going to change. I'm not British, so, you know, I would always be Iranian to some extent, which is changing now. I'm not totally Iranian.
I don't think I fully belong in one world or the other, but I do hover in between.
Yeah, I would kind of say I'm, like, in limbo between, like, the British, like, Western culture and, like, my Islamic culture.